My name's Louise Batty. I'm from Elizabeth in Adelaide in South Australia. I work for or with Keep the Dream in Limpopo in South Africa. We started with 13 children. By the middle of 2004, the 13 children had grown to 60 children, and by the end of 2009, we should be seeing 2,000 children a week. We're the only NGO that works with Scouts at any level in South Africa. One of our young leaders, who turned 18 last year, he wrote his story for me. And at 13, I mean, it's incredible, but at 13, he was drinking, he was gambling, he was sleeping around, he was breaking into village houses, stealing things. And the people that were enabling him to do that were adults, were 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds and 30-year-olds. And he said he joined Scouts, and it wasn't until Scouts got in his heart that he realised that all that was going to happen, all he had to look forward to at turning 18 was learning to smoke and dying of AIDS. And he didn't want that. He went from failing school to getting a bursary to do computer programming. So he's changed his life. We work with home-based care organisations, drop-in centres, any area that gathers children. But often these organisations don't have a plan or a program for the children. So we can come in, provide training to the educators or provide training to the volunteers. The volunteers stay that organisation's employees or volunteers. We just provide the training and the support for the program and for the children long term. We see about 50% who are orphaned and vulnerable, and by Australian standards really all these kids are rural, impoverished children at risk of violence, at risk of HIV, at risk from poverty. So they're all really vulnerable children. So they're learning life skills. It's not just about having a good time. For Scouts in Australia, it generally tends to be about hang gliding and abseiling and having all those sorts of fun activities, whereas in South Africa, it's about life and death. And we're having kids that have turned around their whole understanding of rights and responsibilities and have decided that they want to make a difference. What we do breaks them free, breaks their minds free. It doesn't take a large investment, but it does take an investment. It does take being able to open up a child's world and give them a broader view, a brighter view. And it's very rewarding to see these kids come, especially the ones that have been victimised or abused or who are orphaned, come from very insecure, very timid, very shy, or, on the other hand, extremely aggressive, very angry young people, to becoming genuine, caring leaders and wanting to make the future better, not just for themselves or their family, but for their communities as well.